Hi, we're playing How Good Is Your Pilates? Hi, I'm Carolina Riekenberg-Schmidt. Test yourself and see how good your Pilates knowledge is. So I'm going to be saying a classical Pilates exercise. Test yourself and see if you can get through the entire game and tally up your points, and you might just win a fabulous prize. Okay, the first question is, what is hundreds? Hundreds, I do not want you to tell me, is a breathing or abdominal exercise. Every single Pilates exercise is a breathing or abdominal exercise. I'm asking for the higher or greater benefit inherent in hundreds. Now, hundreds, we know, is Joseph Pilates' warm-up. It's inspired by the Kapalabhati breath of fire, from which Joseph Pilates was inspired with his yoga background. And it gets the heart pumping and it gets you warmed up. But did you guess it? It is a stability exercise. You have to keep your body still, otherwise you're going to be doing heavy metal head and spaghetti arms. Hundreds in the primary use is a stability exercise. And all the other things, it warms you up, it's a stability exercise, it shows his yoga background, are valid. But I do not want you to tell me it's a breathing or a stomach exercise. If the place that you're doing your Pilates right now does not convey hundreds to you as a breathing or stability exercise, you go and get your money back. You tell them, I'm coming for them. Okay, next comes rollover. Rollover, if I'm not mistaken. What is the primary function, benefit, and goal of rollover? You guessed it, it's a mobilization. Yes, it's important for us to use our abdominals, and it's a breathing. Do not tell me it's a breathing exercise or it's an abdominal exercise. Every Pilates exercise, if you're doing it nicely, is a breathing exercise. So it's a mobilization, particularly on the way back from the inversion where the legs are parallel to the floor. It's a super mobilization between the thoracic and the lumbar spine. You can also again see Joseph Pilates' yoga background where we recognize the plow. Then we have I got the wrong order. I was supposed to say roll up. Roll up comes first. So what would be roll up? Hundreds, roll up, roll up. Yeah, so roll up is a what? If you told me it's a rotation or it's a prone extent, no, it's a mobilization. As a matter of fact, roll up is the most excellent mobilization because you can modify it. You can bend the knees, you can extend the legs, you can put a ring between your hands or a roll down bar. You can mobilize, roll up with different levels of intensity, and therefore it's the dog's genitals. It's the best exercise. So hundreds, roll up, roll over, we talked about. Then single leg stretch. Okay, so I'm not going to say single leg stretch. I'm going to say the series of 5. Pilates keeners will know it's single leg stretch, double leg stretch, single straight leg stretch, double straight leg stretch, and crisscross. And all of these, you guessed it, are stability exercises. They're stability exercise. And in Visceral Pilates, in our Visceral Pilates teacher training program, we celebrate stability exercises because we can stabilize the intra-abdominal pressure on our visceral system with the use of levers, longer lever, shorter lever. And that's the beauty about it. In the visceral approach, when we do our Pilates in visceral style, levers like the series of 5, single leg stretch, double leg stretch, single straight leg stretch, double straight leg stretch, and crisscross are stability levers. So I don't want to hear their stomach. Do not tell me that their stomach. Okay, so what do we got now? I should know this. Spine stretch forward. Spine stretch forward. Remember, we're sitting. Physical therapists flip out because of sitting exercises. Anything sitting is considered a functional exercise. As physical therapists, they whip their head off their shoulders in excitement. It blows their mind when you do functional, mirroring of daily function, standing, sitting. And it is, you guessed it correct, a mobilization. So spine stretch forward is a mobilization, and I would bet my hat if you started doing spine stretch forward mobilization during the course of the day, your spine is going to feel a lot better and your mobility will be really optimized. Bad eyesight, getting old. All right, so then open leg rocker. So I'm just going to save you some time. Rolling like a ball, the seal, and open leg rocker all fall into a category of 2 main benefits exercises. And so I personally consider them mobilization and proprioceptive exercise. Proprioceptive exercises are like balance or sensomotoric. It's your inner ear mechanism. Proprioception decreases through the course of our life. So the main function or the main goal of open leg rocker seal and rolling like a ball, even though they're spread out during Joseph Pilates' program, mat program, they're all proprioceptive and mobilization in equal portions of goal. So these are really great ones. Then swan, no. Open leg rocker, yes. Corkscrew. Corkscrew. I see corkscrew done in different ways. I think corkscrew is a very excellent example of stability. Thoracic spine, cervical spine, shoulder girdle, shoulder blade, stability. Because if you're doing corkscrew nicely and you're not pushing with your arms, we don't push with our arms in the visceral approach, you have to stabilize your thoracic spine, cervical spine, shoulder girdle, everything up here really nicely. Otherwise, you're going to be having the chicken neck if you're not stabilizing. So corkscrew, the basic corkscrew with your pelvis is still on the mat. It's heavy duty. Upper body, thoracic spine, cervical spine, stability as the main goal. Now the saw, oh my goodness, the saw. If you look in the YouTube channel, you're going to see the saw done with the teaching tool, the visceral Pilates teaching tool. There's all kinds of films in the YouTube channel about the teaching tool. If you know the goal of the saw, you will know it is combined rotation and mobilization as their main primary goal. And so, yes, that's another one physical therapists love. Back in the day, physical therapists would have told you that rotating and flexing of the spine, taking a case of beer out of the trunk of your car is awful. But now we know things, or now we've started to embrace things like the saw, particularly when we do the visceral approach to Pilates, is an excellent functional Pilates classical exercise that celebrates spinal rotation and mobilization as the main benefits we get out of the saw. Then we have the swan. The swan. Do you know what the main goal is of the swan? It's thoracic extension. It's thoracic extension, and there is a domino effect. This is the main goal. You know, there's a domino effect of scapular setting, scapular alignment, and it's also a stretch of the front chain. And it's one of those wonderful prone stability. Now, if you do swan dive, if you're a Pilates practitioner who incorporates swan dive in your work, that's proprioceptive again. But swan, mat swan, the classical basic mat swan is a thoracic extension as the main benefit and goal of the exercise, thoracic extension. Then we got single leg kick and double leg kick. Prone exercises. There are different neuromuscular coordinative things that you do with these two exercises, but again, I would say that it's kind of like a extension, thoracic extension and spinal mobility. Spinal stability, spinal mobility of the thoracic upper body, thoracic spine is the main benefit and goal of single leg kick and double leg kick. There's different stuff, but these are the main ones that I like. Okay, so I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Neck pull, high scissors, high bicycle, shoulder bridge. Okay, we'll skip ahead to shoulder bridge. Shoulder bridge, that is a really interesting one. What do you think, test yourself, is the main benefit and goal of shoulder bridge? Did you get it? Shoulder bridge is an inversion. Inversion takes the pressure of the visceral system off of the organs, off of the pelvic floor. Anytime you get your butt higher than your neck and shoulder, you're getting a beautiful inversion. And it is pelvic stability and mobilization all rolled into one. So there's a couple. Inversion, mobility as you roll up and down, and pelvic stability as you add the lever of the leg. And fourth, I would also say it's a unilateral stabilization if you're doing it nicely. Shoulder bridge. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Then we got spine twist. Spinal rotation. Exactly, it says so in the name. And then we got things like jackknife, any type of inversion, jackknife, control balance, high scissors, high bicycle. Those are all inversions. Inversions involving neuromuscular coordination if it's very complicated. But inversions are useful because they take the pressure of the organs off the pelvic floor. They take the pressure of the visceral system off the pelvic floor. And it just facilitates blood flow. You have all these lymph nodes where fluids from your legs gets transported back into your center and passed out through your urine. So inversions, all those big, wonderful advanced inversions are super important. Leg pull, front and back, that would be a stability. Main goal is stability. Side bend, lat flex, lat X, that's the main goal. And let me just push forward a bit. Kneeling side kicks. Side kick, kneeling, kneeling side kicks. What would you say is the main goal? Did you get it? Stability. Yes. Very good. I'm going to say one more. What am I say? Teaser. What's teaser? Teaser is a challenging one. Doesn't matter which level of teaser. Teaser, it's my... My favorite teaser is the basic teaser, the easiest teaser, which is still challenging to anybody's taste. It's a combination of proprioception. You have to balance to come up into teaser. Eyes, hands, and feet are in one line, and it's spinal mobility. So it's equal portions of goals. Let me just do the last one. Push-up. So if you were a gym bro, if you were a gym rat, if you were a gym dude, you'd probably say push-up is great for your pecs. Well, it's stability. I mean, if you're not experiencing push-ups as a stability exercise, then you must be drinking wine or something, because it is the nicest stability exercise you can. And if your chest looks better, you're welcome, but that's the main goal. So from hundreds to push-up, these are a smattering of classical mat exercises. How did you do? Did you get a lot of the exercise main goals correct? Remember I said you might win a fabulous prize? Well, you don't. Thank you for joining. Good job.